Amy Winehouse's ex-husband Blake Fielder Civil has reportedly got engaged to his girlfriend Bay Wright, 10 years on from the singer's tragic passing. A source told The Sun that Blake, who lives with Bay in Leeds, popped the question in June after 6 months of dating. However, they added that some of Bay's friends are concerned the couple might be moving too quickly. They said, "The proposal seems to have come very fast." And while Blake and Bay seem besotted with each other, they do come from very different worlds. Bay is lovely, very normal and down to earth. But suddenly she is rubbing shoulders with stars like Pete Doherty, who Blake is still pals with. They kept the romance quiet for a while. She was telling friends that she was dating a music producer. She is very happy, but those close to her hope they haven't moved too fast. Blake, who shares 2 children with ex-wife Sarah Aspin, was spotted with Bay on an outing in Leeds earlier this month. Amy and Blake married in Miami in 2007 after an on-off relationship and were pictured months later after a furious bust-up where it emerged they had been taking heroin. The following year, Blake was jailed for his part in an assault on a pub landlord, which led to Amy's famous Grammy Awards tribute to "My Blake, Incarcerated." Blake filed for divorce from the singer shortly after his release. Blake's son was born in May 2011, 2 months after Amy's death, while his daughter Lola was born in April 2013. It comes after Amy's mother Janice, 66, recently defended Blake, saying their love was intimate and genuine, despite long-standing claims that he was the driving force behind her drug addiction. She was speaking ahead of the release of a BBC Two documentary to mark 10 years since Amy's death. Amy's family and fans were left heartbroken a decade ago, when she passed away following a vodka binge alone in her bedroom, where she was found by her security guard. Despite years of drug abuse, she was clean at the time of her death. Many have blamed Blake for her Class A drug addiction, after they met and swiftly wed. He later confirmed he had given Amy her first hit of heroin. After years of animosity, Janice promised she has found peace with Blake and recognizes the bond they shared during their brief time together. She told OK! magazine, "When it comes to Blake, I've decided never to speak badly about anyone. I know it was about love, and I don't think you can judge when it comes to love. Love does the walking and talking." I believe the relationship between Amy and Blake was intimate and genuine. Their marriage was impulsive, but it was still pure. It was obviously a complicated relationship, but love was at the heart of it. In 2018, Blake insisted his relationship with Amy was not fueled by drugs, and they only used drugs for 6 months of their marriage. He said, "The drug things is something that has been attributed to me for years, but in fact me and Amy only used drugs together for maybe 6 months of our marriage, that was it. And before that Amy didn't use drugs, she smoked cannabis. I did heroin maybe 4 or 5 times." When asked if irresponsibility, Blake said, "Always, always, but also am not ready to be the only person anymore. I feel I am the only person who has taken responsibility and has done since Amy was alive." Amy soared to fame upon the release of Frank in 2003, as she gained both critical and commercial success with the debut as her jazz-inspired vocals won fans all over before her second album Back to Black's introduction 3 years later. In a heartbreaking turn of fate, the London-born icon's dazzling career was blighted by her demons after she fell into the clutches of drink and drug addiction. As she ascended higher on the fame ladder, she discovered her demons in drink, drugs and also eating disorders, which her brother Alex insists contributed to her death. In 2011, an inquest gave a verdict of misadventure after finding that she had 416 milligrams of alcohol per deciliter in her blood. A second inquest in 2013 confirmed that she died of accidental alcohol poisoning. This is more than 5 times the legal drink-drive limit and enough to cause her to become comatose and depress her respiratory system. In a June 2013 interview, her brother Alex said he believed her eating disorder, and the consequent physical weakness, was the primary cause of her death. He said, "She suffered from bulimia very badly. That's not, like, a revelation, you knew just by looking at her. She would have died eventually, the way she was going, but what really killed her was the bulimia. I think that it left her weaker and more susceptible. Had she not had an eating disorder, she would have been physically stronger." For help, call Samaritans for free on 116 123 or visit www.samaritans.org.